Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed and liked, please consider doing so. So for those that are new, what I do is I take projects out of electronic magazines like that. They've been published since the 50s to the early 2000s, and I'll take a project out of that magazine and then I'll bring it to life like this. And if that interests you, please stay and watch the rest of the video. Even if it doesn't interest you, maybe just try to hang in there and I'm not going to get technical, to be honest with you. I just, want to show people how to build circuits. And even if they don't build them, it brings back memories when they did build them when they were younger. Any event, today's a little bit special. So normally I would build it from scratch. I would make the PC board, I would wire it, I'd put the components in, I'd get a case and I'd put the switches in, etc. Well, as you can see, this one's already done. I am a little bit behind. I've got two other projects that I started from scratch. I'm waiting for components and I'm not going to have them before the weekend. So I just wanted to fill this weekend's video with a project that I made in the past. And it's a total harmonic distortion analyzer, and it comes from the December 1991 issue of Radio Electronics. I actually have the magazine. I can't remember when I built this thing. I'm gonna guess maybe at least 10 years ago. Anyway, it's built, so I don't have to go through the process of all etching the board and all the rest of it. So as you can see, all the components are in there. Actually, I'm looking at this circuit right now, and it's damn good. I can't remember building it, but I'm sure I did because it's here. Yeah, it's a big board and a lot of components on it. And I'm glad I took it out anyway because this thing was not calibrated properly. So I went through the calibration process. It's in the document itself, how to calibrate. So I had to redo it, and I did, and it's bang on. So I'm really happy that I actually went through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect something up to this and try to measure the total harmonic distortion. Now, you're not seeing any meter or anything like that would give us, a percentage, for example. The way this thing works is you put a multimeter to it, and you have to use some calculations. So I know it sounds like a little bit primitive, but this is back 91. I don't know, maybe back in 91 they did have meters. Maybe they were too expensive. So anyway, this is a poor person's version of a THD, total harmonic distortion meter. So we'll measure something with this device, and we'll see how good it is. All right, so I'll bring it back in. Oh, before I do that, this is a separate power supply. And I don't know why I decided to put a transformer, because the output of this is AC. So I don't know why I just didn't use an adapter. But for some reason, I put a transformer in a case and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's the power supply. This is the unit. And just maybe on the front here, there's a couple of switches. There's attenuation switch. And there's a finer attenuation. And input peak to peak. Less than 20. Anyway, there's a lot going on here. What I'll do, there's some connections here. That's an output, and that's a calibration point, and this is our input, and of course we have a scope connection. So we'll be able to see the actual signal on the scope. So let's hook something up to this and see what we get. All right, I'll bring you back in shortly. All right, so I'm back. So thanks for hanging in there. I appreciate it. This project is a little complex in terms of getting your result, the total harmonic distortion, but I'll just go through it really quickly. I doubt if anybody's going to build this circuit, so I'm just going to kind of get to the point. Anyway, so what I've gotten going now is I've got this device here, the THD Analyzer, connected to my Akai receiver. And as you can see, I've got it cranked pretty high. And in fact, that stereo is probably pushing out about close to 50 watts right now. I measured it separately. And so, yeah, I'm getting about 50 watts. And in fact, that's the rated output, RMS, of that stereo. And by the way, the signal is clean. So let me just back up and just show you the setup. So I've got the THD analyzer. I've got the output jack. So right now there's a 1 volt peak RMS or peak to peak. Can't remember. Anyway, it's a pure sine wave. So that's actually coming out of the analyzer, going into the amplifier. So I've got that going to the auxiliary. And on the output of my amplifier, I've got an 8 ohm dummy load, which is getting hot. In fact, it was very hot. I had to stop and put it in the freezer. So it's back in action now. And I'm tapping off the output and with a coaxial cable and going back into my analyzer. So there's my input that's going to the stereo output that's going to the stereo, and that's my input coming off the 8 ohm dummy load. And this is a scope BNC connector, right? So that'll go to the scope, which it is right now. Okay, so that's the setup. Now let me show you or demonstrate how we're going to measure THD. And we're going to use that meter here, the multimeter. I've got it across these two terminals here. And right now I'm at peak on the stereo without distortion. And I'm going to just turn it a notch higher. Okay, we're starting to get a reading on the meter, 0.014, 0.09. Now, I was, there it's going up a little bit more. So that's one reading. So you have to write that reading down. So I've got a formula here, or a little demonstration. Let's say it's 0.18. I know it's 0.11, but it did jump up. When I tested it previously, it was 0.018. I'm going to flick the switch here. There's a THD switch here. I'm going to flip that down to reference. And I'm going to write that down. So it's 2.367. Kind of close enough. And the formula to get the distortion is divide the first number by the second number and then multiply it by 100. And it's 0.7604%. So seems like a lot. But you got to remember, I turned up the stereo 1 notch higher. So that actual volume control is notched, right? So you can feel the indentations. Before, like I'll put it back. Oh, there we go. Back, and there's nothing. No, nothing on the scope. I'll talk about that in a second. And you can see my meter is back to 0 pretty much. So I'm just do it one notch, and we're starting to get the reading on the meter. And if you'll notice the scope, what you're seeing, what I can deduce, is the resulting distortion, let's call it that. I think what this device does is it somehow subtracts or displays the distortion, and it doesn't show it on the original sine wave. And if you look at a sine wave, when you get into distortion, it'll be clipped. Well, I think it's taking that clip portion and then showing us that on the scope here. So let's give it let's turn the volume up a little bit more. So I'll go one more notch. And now we're starting to get crazy numbers right on the meter. 1.04345. And we can now see also on the scope that we're starting to see distortion, and it's not looking good. I guarantee you this thing is clipped. So to get the THD, again, you get the actual number from the meter. I know it's 1.03 or whatever. Anyway, it's 0.97 I measured earlier. And the reference voltage is 2.536. Okay, that number stayed steady. Anyway, if you do the math, we get about 38% distortion. I know it seems like a lot, but that's what the meter's reading. What can I say? And in fact, I just realized that when I am on the ref, you can actually see the clipping, right? And in fact, let me just turn it up a little bit more, and you can really start to see the clipping. That's interesting. Actually, I didn't know that. Anyway, let's just go for one more example. I'll turn the volume up one more click, and we're getting 2.6 whatever on this measurement. Earlier, I got 2.2. Oh, sorry, we're on the ref. 2.65. Yep. Okay, that's good. And let me put it on THD. And I'm getting 2.24. Okay, so that number remained the same. And so that works out to 83% distortion. Now, I would think 83% distortion would be pretty crappy, right? You know, going back to the ref signal. It is clipped. Maybe that is 83% distortion. I don't know. But anyway, it seems to work, this project. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than if you're interested in building one, you know, go to the Radio Electronics magazine, December 1991, and make it. Anyway, that concludes this test of the THD Analyzer. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen some of my other videos, look back. I've got a whole bunch of other projects that I built. And take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.